What's up, card hunters? Welcome to Card Hunter Weekly. I'm Country, your host. Today, I'm feeling off. Forgive me, but I made it. I'm still here. Anyways, I'm determined to continue coming on, making these videos, share my love for the hobby, and much, much more. So, much more to come. Today, I'm wanting to talk about something that I'm after eventually, which is the PMGs, the 1997-98 Skybox PMG, Precious Metal Gems. I think it's 97-98. I should know, right? I'm after them. Anyways, I seen, I think it was Heritage, maybe. They have a Michael Jordan at auction right now, and it's a PSA 5, and it's already over $200,000. Plus, with the buyer premium, I think it's 240 grand. I didn't see how much time was left, but I would think it's going to pull way over 300, probably more like $500,000. And that is for a red, which is one of 90. There's 100 total. The first 10 are green. The emeralds are one of 10. And then the second 90, which would be 11 through 99 or 11 through 100, they are red. And those are, I think, ruby red. Either way, I would love one day to own either one of those. Yeah, green one obviously is going to be a banger, like multi-million-dollar card. You never know. You never know. I actually have a story that turned out bad, but I bought a collection of MJ off a guy. I had him ship them to me. Virtual deal, sight unseen. I was like, it's MJ. He seemed cool. We talked on the phone. I was like, there's binders, pages after pages. And you know me and my binders. I like my pages here. Look, here's basketball ones I'm going through. Anyways, that's a lot of MJ too. So they just show up and you start going through them. You don't know what's in there. You haven't looked at every page, front and back. There's cards tucked in everywhere. Well, guess what? There was a PMG, red and green and fake. Yeah, I got fired up for a whole maybe 2 seconds until I realized these are paper copies like printed off his printer. Anyways, it is what it is. I didn't get too crazy excited, but I thought for a whole second they're like, oh, what is that? Never mind. Good story, right? So yeah, I like those. I imagine a lot of you do too. They're like the sought after, most rare of rare, I think, at least, because the numbers, and they were the early, right? The early serial numbers. I mean, they had serial number cards in the 90, 92, 93, 94. Educate me, tell me if you have other feedback on this, but I'm thinking early 90s, but they were like pop 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. And then they started realizing and working their way out of the junk wax with creating rarity, obviously. But then I think this is the rarest MJ you can get, is the emerald. The second rarest would be the red, which is the one at that auction. If I remember, I will add the link. But again, the precious metal gems, basketball, big, and then it goes names down just like anything else. I don't know what the Kobe's would go for. I really don't. I'm thinking I seen one at one time went for 100 G's, but that's been a long time too. And so who knows today? I was probably well before his death. Any of the stars, they're going to be huge. I see them all the time. Even football. I just know that any precious metal gems from the 97-98 Skybox, if you have one hiding somewhere you think you might have, you need to verify, check it out, get it graded, because it doesn't matter on the grade on these things. They're so rare, they're so sought after. Like if I had big money to just go buy money and invest, that just set it to the side, I would buy that MJ tonight, tomorrow, whatever the auction ends. I would buy it because I think it's going nowhere but up, in my opinion. I really do. Any of them, and MJ is my guy. But I think any of those PMGs, the green ones, even better because they're 1 of 10, right? They have serial number 1 of 1 cards today, and they had 1 of 1s back then, and it was a thing. But these are the true, real deal, authentic serial number cards when they first really started catching on, in my opinion. And I love them. I would love to have a set of all the red, 1 of each. I mean, that's just nuts. I've seen that for maybe Marvel cards. Someone had the green, I think it was 2013 or 17 Marvel. They had an emerald set, and it was huge, and it was on golden. So yeah, that's all I wanted to ramble about today. Hopefully my voice didn't scare you off too bad, but I love the PMGs, so you better be checking. You never know what you might find in a collection buried in a binder like I have, buried in a box, because they weren't as desirable back then. You know, I'd love to see what the actual prices were. I haven't looked in a Beckett. I need to see what Beckett Price Guide had some of those at back in the late 90s, you know, only a couple of years in. What were they going for? Hit me in the comments. Let me know if you could pull up that info, and I will follow up with that because that's interesting. So until next time, go to cardhunterweekly.com, sign up for the free newsletter, get free leads on collections all over the country, right to your inbox from me, and go find some cards. Take care. Till next time. Later.